ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a crazy one that we've got for you today. Now, the Imperial Guard have decided to invade a Chaos planet. The only problem is that the Imperial Guard are going to have to make an amphibious landing. Now, Chaos know that the Imperial Guard are coming, and as such, marched out onto the beach to greet the bastards as soon as they come off the boat. Oh, today is going to be an epic slaughter, ladies and gentlemen, as Imperial Guard boats now make their way and start dispensing their first landing troops here. As you can see, we've got Lancers, we've got Kriegsmen, we've got Cadians and Conscripts. We've even got a couple of Lehman Russies thrown into the mix as well. It's going to be an extremely hard fight here for the Imperial Guard. Are they going to be able to establish a foothold on the planet here, or is Chaos going to drive them back to the boats? We can see, though, that lots of Imperial Guard are now coming off all the boats. Here we are, lovely Lehman Russ tanks. I don't know what this weird little glow is. It seems to be something with the ambient lighting on the map. It adds this weird green hue to things. Very strange. Look at this. So the glorious charge of Imperials. The Chaos are starting to make their way forward here. Lehman Russies opening up, the first volleys coming out. From both sides, we can see that we've got Chaos Lehman Russ tanks over here. Corrupted tanks. But Nurgle's army here, full of renegades. Chaos warriors included as well. We've even got a couple of plague bearers in amongst them. All charging down the beach now as our first bouts of combat start heading off. Imperial Lancers here meeting, oh my god, meeting plague bearers head on. We can see the conscripts desperately trying to back off. No, my friend, you don't want to get swooped. Oh god, that's nasty. You don't want to get that close to a poxwalker or anything like that. God knows what you'll contract from them. So it does look like the Imperial Guard then are trying to make a good beachhead over here. We can see that there's plenty of troops already bulking up together here, laying down some covering fire as the Lancers try to charge forward and get this front line really starting to flow. Unfortunately for them, the Plague Heralds and Renegade Guardsmen are just charging all over their positions at the moment. Imperials putting up a good stand so far. Let's go over to the far flanks and see what's happening over there. So over on this side, it does look like the Chaos is slowly enveloping these Imperials here. Not as many are being dropped off on the flank, it seems. Though there's still plenty of troops coming off, but definitely in the center here, we are getting at some form of a wall or a defensive line starting to form here. Plenty of conscripts all lining up, laying the smackdown right into that front line. The Chaos now losing stupendous amounts of troops, actually. So the Imperial Guard, quite frankly. Both sides are taking vast losses in this. The Imperial Guard, though, would be expecting to take these losses. And an attack, an amphibious assault especially, is never an easy thing to do. Just look at all the Chaos, though, pouring down from the mountains. A tide of stinking death coming towards them. As all the craters on the beach now are starting to fill up with blood. Little Timmy can certainly get his rubber dinghy in there. He can't go very far for now. Yeah, look, the Imperials are definitely gaining some sort of foothold here, but Chaos is mirthlessly pushing forward. For now, it's only these Lancers that are slowly keeping things in place, but as more and more gunners are dropped off onto the battlefield here, things are starting to look slightly better for the Imperials. The tanks doing a stalwart job of just laying down that covering fire, but also incoming fire is also devastating the Imperial lines here. You can see here we've got a bunch of Cadians lining up next to the conscripts, showing them how it's meant to be done. We are starting to build a little bit of a body wall. Maybe Chaos cannot get past this point. That'll be good if the Imperials can actually hold them at this point. Go over to this far flank over here and see what's happening, because this looks like a big blob of Chaos that is moving in here. Yeah, so yet again, not as many troops are being dropped off into this area, which is resulting in Chaos easily being able to push this flank. I've got a feeling that Imperials are going to get pincered in the center here if they're not careful. They really need to drop off some more gunners onto this flank. It looks like a lot of melee combatants are being dropped off here rather than actual gunners. All the gunners and tanks appearing in the center so far. Chaos is being held back for now. I don't know how the Imperials are managing this, but they are managing to hold Chaos back just a little bit. You can see a couple of them here are starting to back up into the ocean. The Imperials have nowhere to retreat in this instance. More and more troops just getting plowed onto the beach, though, getting packed in there like sardines. As the Chaos infantry just keeps pouring forward. The blood is truly flowing now. My god, that's a lot of Imperial firepower that's coming out. The Imperials then 280,000 kills here. Chaos coming up to 70,000 kills. It's brutal. There's barely any beach left in this area now. There's like this little no man's land in between the two armies where there's hardly any bodies, and then there's just death on either side. Let's go back over to this flank, because Chaos was pushing this flank before, and it doesn't actually look like they've capitulated it just yet. We still have got a lot of melee troops pushing into this area, and this has not been turned into a blood lake. So we've still got a lot of work to do over here. The Imperial Lancers, taking a tank shell there then as well. They are doing quite well, considering that there's a lot of Plague Bearers on the front line. Plague Bearers can take a lot of damage, you know, basically being powered by warp essence and already rotten and infected beyond belief. But these Lancers are providing invaluable support at the moment for us. The only thing that's really stopping Chaos from just completely overrunning the beach on the front line is just death. The Lancers have probably got, what, maybe a 5-second life expectancy on the front line at the moment. But like I said, bit by bit, more and more gunners are getting dropped off onto the beach for the Imperials, which is increasing their firepower ever so slowly. Maybe they might even be able to start pushing back against Chaos here. Come out of the defensive formation. Looks like most of the tanks actually got dropped off in this one location as well. So I would expect that most of the push would come from this area. And look at this, it actually looks like that is what is happening right now. With all the tanks now in this area, the Imperials are starting to push forward ever so slightly. Look, they got pushed back to here before, but now they are advancing over the corpses of the Chaos here. They must be careful not to catch any diseases on the way. It looks like we've still got a large a large Chaos army on the flank here. No more boats are dropping off at troops. It does. Oh, they are. Oh, that's horrific. Troops are getting dropped off right into the middle of the Chaos. That is really grim for them. Oh, look at all the water now. How blood red it's turning bit by bit. As the Chaos now are at the landing pads. The Imperials trying their best to hold the ground. Are more troops? Yeah, definitely more troops are getting dropped off here. This is ridiculous. What an absolute massacre on the beach. Imperials now at 600,000 kills under the belt. Chaos is just breaching 112,000. The bodies are starting to pile up. Maybe this is it then. Maybe the Imperials finally have enough firepower on the beach. It does look like they're actually pushing out a little bit from this area. It is inch by inch though at the moment. They've sort of got this concave going on, which is really effective. I think the tanks have ended up just being in the center, and they are laying the smackdown from here, really and truly. Chaos taking an absolute beating. No more concerted effort, no massive troops. They're a bit more spaced out now, which is both good and bad, because it means that they're less likely to get hit by the bullets and stuff like that and splash damage. But it also means that Chaos forces are thinning out, allowing Imperials to start pushing off the beach now. However, we still do have the Chaos on the flank over here, killing troops still as they come off the beach. You just saw that, an explosion of blood there. Yeah, they're literally after that. One poor Imperial dude there, just getting hunted down on the beach. I think the majority of the landing craft now have dropped off all the troops though. I think this is everything. Yeah, look, even in the center, no more troops are being dropped off. So this is everything here now. The Imperials either need to conquer this or falter. There's still 1.8 million Chaos though, ladies and gentlemen. No one said taking an Imperial planet would be easy. But the luck here is off the terrain. If the Imperials can manage to push off the beach, they will actually stand a much better chance here, because the Chaos have to funnel through narrow valleys back there to get down onto the beach. So if the Imperials can push up to that area, they'll be able to start bottlenecking the Chaos. Though this massive open field at the moment has been really good. Oh my god, 800,000 kills now under the belt, easily for the Imperials. We're coming up to 130 for the Chaos, and the Imperials are definitely pushing off this spot. What we really need then is for these flanks to be secured. This is going to be absolutely crucial here for the Imperials. If they secure these flanks over here, stop all these troops from trying to get around, that would really help the center lines. They'd then be able to stop their surge forward, especially on this side. This side is looking really weak at the moment. Yeah, and then Chaos Warriors are just dishing out. Oh my god, look at all that blood. There's so much blood here, that's ridiculous. Yeah, Imperials are really struggling on this side. Just a massive swarm of Chaos came down and just not enough troops were deployed. Conscripts desperately trying to hold back all of the Chaos forces here. Heavily armored warriors and beasts and demons alike just merging their way forward, protected by the mass corrupted army of the renegade militia. Oh god, the fighting over blood pools here. Truly ridiculous stuff. Absolutely fantastic. What Warhammer is all about. In every single battle, Khorne wins, no matter what. Imperials now successfully breaking 1,000,000 kills. Only 1.5 to go. And I will say this, I think they've established a beachhead here. Definitely established a beachhead though. Like I said, the flanks are crucial at this point. While the center is pushing forward, what we don't want to happen is for these to get enveloped from behind, which it kind of looked like that's happening bit by bit. This could be the downfall of Imperials if they don't get this under control rapidly. How are we doing on the other side? It's looking a lot better on this side. The Imperials have managed to keep a lot of the Chaos at bay. We can see that bodies are starting to pile up now. My god, look at them surging forward. That's absolute insanity. This game offers some incredible spectacles at times. Just the scene of millions of Chaos charging forwards into Imperial gunfire and just being cut down. The bodies piling up as the blood pools all over the battlefield. The floor slowly dissipating under the weight of bodies and men. Absolutely legendary stuff here. My god, these Imperials are putting up a damn good fight on this front line. Kudos to them. It's like I said, it's not easy. This is probably one of the most deadliest kinds of assaults that you can do in a military campaign. Apart from, like, you know, drop pods and stuff like that. But in conventional, you know, wartime warfare, naval assaults and landings on beachheads are just, they're always prone to disaster. Oh my god. So the fact that the Imperials are holding this is testament to the sheer firepower that has been leveled out here. We've got a load of Acadians in the middle still, holding out. Let's have a look over on this flank. Okay, so they did clear out a lot of the Imperial troops. Either that, or they've sort of backpedaled into a more tighter packed formation, which I think has happened a bit because it doesn't seem like there's that many Imperial Guard bodies on the floor, at least compared to the ratio of Chaos that's all over. So yeah, I think a lot of the Imperials actually managed to get back into this little area here. Whether they'll be able to hold this back is a different question. Oh my god, look at that. What a sight. This game's insane, man. Just millions and millions of bullets flying through there. Like, you can barely see the sky because the amount of bullets just flying through it at the moment. The dead every second. I dread to think. I can't even keep up with the kill counter. It's going up in the thousands every second. That is ridiculous. Chaos are losing thousands every second. Now, if my history lesson served me right, from what I remember, in Stalingrad, the Germans lost a single troop every 7 seconds. And here, we're losing 1,000, 2,000 a second, in fact, then. That is truly ridiculous. Warhammer battles are just another scale entirely. Like I said, I'm really impressed with this flank over here. They've been holding it back for ages. They have thinned out a lot of the Chaos on this side. Maybe even enough to be able to start pushing out bit by bit. We're slowly turning the ocean blood red. That's how many have died now. Oh my god, I absolutely love it. Like I said, this flank over here, it's looking a little bit weak. However, look at this. We've actually managed to clear out all the Chaos on this side. Imperial Guard securing the far right flank over here now. That's absolutely fantastic news. That means that this side can start pushing forward. A concerted effort here by the Imperials to get off the beachhead. Though bit by bit, Chaos are trying to re-plug this gap. And they are really trying to plug that gap very quickly. Come on, guys. We believe you can do this. Get this area cleaned up over here as well. Yeah, look at this. The last few now coming in over here. And then the Imperials should be able to start pushing it forward just a little bit again. At least diverting the firepower more towards the big blob in the center. Absolutely epic stop here. 46,000 Imperials remaining. Is less than 1 million chaos. They are doing extreme wonders. I cannot actually believe how well the Imperial Guard are doing here. I mean, this has just been disastrous so far. I mean, I don't know. It might be disastrous, or this might be Chaos's plan. It's hard to tell at this point. Chaos has some weird plans in motion sometimes. Maybe they're just here to spill enough blood to summon a corn army, and then Nurgle can go off and do his other things. Who knows what the plan is? But so far, the Imperials are slowly but surely now definitely gaining ground on this beachhead. It is becoming a attrition battle well and truly now. Are the Imperials going to be able to push forward? Or is Chaos going to whittle them down bit by bit? Because the Imperials are still taking losses. The Chaos Gunners over here are doing work, laying rounds into the Imperials. Also catching a couple of them off guard as well in melee. I just can't get over all the bodies as well. Look at all these bodies here. It's absolutely insane, man. Love it, absolutely love this game. Look at all the blood. Oh my god, look at all this as well over here. It's not deep enough for little Timmy, I don't think. No, but we're definitely getting there considering this is a flat beach. That's hell of an impressive thing to do. Going down to our last 750,000 chaos here, ladies and gentlemen. What I think I'm quickly going to do is hit a little time-lapse camera here so we can start getting a little bit more of a result. Let's see if the Imperials will be able to hold the breachhead, or will Chaos finally push them back? Let's find out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it's coming down to this. The attrition factor has finally taken hold here on the Imperials. We can see that the Death Corps of Krieg here are making their last stand alongside their Cadian brethren here. As Chaos slowly but surely envelops their position. The Imperials made a damn good stand here, trying their damn hardest. But in the end, it was simply overwhelmed. Chaos forces had too many. I mean, look at these body piles, for goodness sake. That's ridiculous. In the end, though, the Imperials have managed to kill 2.3 million of the Chaos. There's only 300,000 of them remaining. And the Imperials aren't out yet. I will say this, it's definitely not over yet. Chaos has swarmed large portions of the field, but there are still these pockets of guardsmen still holding out against the tide of undeath that's coming at them. Oh my god, I just can't get over this battlefield. Look at how many bodies are strewn over the place. The blood, it's just littering it. Like, can you imagine if this game had dismemberment? It'd be a truly horrific sight this place would be. I couldn't even dread to think if my computer would be able to take that, actually. The amount of things it'd have to render. Oh my god. Yeah, it's just swarming these Imperial Guardsmen then. That's a terrifying sight right there. That is really scary. You do not want to be in the shoes of these chaps right now. Not at all. Oh, they're trying the best. They're trying the best to hold back Chaos. But the menace of death is just too much. Slowly but surely, the Imperial Guard are getting chewed up and spat out as the heavily armored warriors and demons of Chaos proceed forward. Good luck, boys. The Emperor smiles on your noble sacrifice today. You did everyone proud. Imperial commanders, they gave you a 2% survival chance. However, you basically almost annihilated the entirety of the Chaos Army. So, you know, congratulations. You did fail, but you've made it very much easier for the next wave, if the next wave ever actually gets there. But ladies and gentlemen, I do think we can call this one here. And as always, I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. A massive shout out to all our channel members who helped keep this channel going. And if you're not a channel member, why the heck not? Click the join button below. And while you're at it, why not go ahead and check out this amazing metal wall art? You too could have your very own cyber doggy hanging from your wall. Go check that out with the link in the description. With all that being said, as always, until next time, peace.